Guys, what can I say? It is the start, the brand new start of the new thing going on to PokePals, which is the PPWC, I think that's right, which is the PokePals World Championships. And it's basically a similar format as the GBA that came on there last time. And basically, guys, we've finished the drafting process, and I can say I am so hyped. I've got such a strong team this GBA, guys. I was lucky enough to get the first pick in the entire GBA. It was randomly selected. I got the first pick, and I got really lucky. And as you can see, my first pick was Mew. Mew is definitely, without a doubt, the best Pokemon in like this kind of format. That's just a fact of life. It just is. Like, you can't say a Pokemon that has the ability to defeat what it wants as and when. Like, I can choose what 4 Pokemon Mew defeats on any person's team. Say I'm worrying about Scizor, I can carry Fire Blast. You see what you know what I mean? Normally a Scizor one-on-one versus Mew, you'd expect a Scizor to win, but no. Mew can choose as and when who it wants to be, and I think that's amazing. And you know, this GBA, not GBA, the PPWC. I'm the coach of the Farfetchd FC, which is Farfetchd Football Club. The logo is beautiful as well. My good friend Vertigo has designed that, and I'm so hyped, guys. There's so many possibilities. Like, you can run so many cheeky sets with Mew. You can just run 4 attacks, pure lure. Like, just basically bait Pokemon in, destroy them with super effective move. You can choose just choose 4 threats to get rid of. You can run specially defensive. You can run Will-O-Wisp with specially defensive. You could be just an absolute defensive monster, and it's absolutely great, guys. Like, the moves you have access to. Like, I'm just scrolling down, and just like, you can even have like the initiative with Volt Switch and U-turn, which you will be seeing a lot of initiative and momentum in my squad, guys. It's like you can like, you can do some really gimmicky things with it too. Like, it's just amazing. Like, someone's boosting all over you. Someone's got a really nice setup sweeper. They're gonna try set up on the Mew. Okay, transform. Now you're at the same shit. It's like, guys, I know that's slightly gimmicky, but you can do it. Like, you could do anything you want with Mew. Like, you want a button pass boost on something else? Sure, Mew's your guy. You actually want to be a nasty setup sweeper on your own? Sure, Mew's your guy. You want to beat anything in the metagame? Mew is your guy. Especially in the PPWC. And it's just, I'm so happy I managed to pick this, because I know for a fact 6 other people wanted Mew. I know for a fact Mew was about 4 or 5, maybe 6 even people's first pick. And I managed to swipe it up. You're the first pick in the entire thing, and I'm so hyped that I got this. Even its ability is pretty nice. You're trying to burn me, you're getting burned. You know, so think before you do crap. And I'm just going to move on to my next Pokemon, which is the powerful, monstrous Dragonite. The big orange monster himself. Basically, this is after like this is like the second round of drafting that I got this. So that means 12 Pokemon had already been picked before I picked up Dragonite. And I think that's really strange. In fact, no, it would have been more than that because it went in snake order. It turns out 23 Pokemon had been picked before Dragonite. Like, look at this big orange monster. You're not going to pick this. Like, think of all the things you could do. You can run Weakness Policy. Like, that's a really famous set. You can run Assault Vest. You can run Lumberry. And it's just like, there's so many setup opportunities. And obviously you're going to be running that multi-scale. And like, as with this thing as well, you can choose who you want to be. You can obviously you're going to carry Dragon Dance in most cases. I mean, you can run Band. And you know, you might want to carry Extreme Speed for priority. You might want to carry, you know, Dragon Claw and I don't know. Yeah, you want to carry Dragon Claw, Earthquake to beat specific things. You want to run Fire Punch for Steel types. Like, one thing you don't really see is Flying Stab on Dragonite, but you can even run Flying Stab. It's just you'd be running bloody Aerialist, which, you know, whatever. That's even that. You can pick who you want to be. You can even run Waterfall to be all the pesky fire types, but you might as well run Earthquake. This is just a really strong pick too, because Dragonite's quite a bulky person. Yeah, it's quite a bulky Pokemon, and it's really set up, and it hits like 90% of Pokemon really strong. And you know, this is also a pick I was really happy with. It turns out like Dragonite and then my 2 other OU picks were drafted for me. They weren't exactly my first choice, but I'm really happy with them now that I think about it. Like, the story is, while they're doing the drafting for the OU picks, I was drinking and I was very turned, and I just gave my good friend Adam the bee's knees, who made the strongest choices for me while I was at this party. And I thank him for that, because I did give him a list. These were on my list, so it's not as if I've been struck with some crap that I didn't want. But the fact of the matter is, he made good choices for me. Maybe they weren't like top of my priority list, but by this time, like, top of priority list stuff had already been gone. You know, you think things like Raikou and just, yeah, you get what I mean. Just really powerful ones that I really wanted already disappeared. But I'm glad I picked up Mew and Dragonite, because they cover each other very well. Then next up, because it was Snake Order, so I did get to pick 2 OU Pokemon right now, I picked up Versace Jirachi. I am your man because I ain't Jirani. But let's go. You know what I like. You know I love Paraflinch. You saw that in the first ever, like, I don't know, let's just say installation of a set kind of like tournament between all the gang on Skype and, you know, the one that got first uploaded onto PokePals. I used Togekiss to some absolutely amazing, like, some real success, and I'm hoping Jirachi can do the same for me. Unfortunately, I couldn't pick up Togekiss this time around, which was like my main choice. I was thinking, if I don't get Togekiss, I'll pick up Jirachi. It turns out Aiden of, I forget his team name, he ended up picking Togekiss up, and I was kind of shocked that I didn't think Togekiss would be one of the ones to get picked, but obviously it did. But I'm not too bothered because I've got Jirachi, which has probably a lot more thing. Like, you can run special and physical on this. It's a lot more versatile. Like, you can run this traditional Thunder Wave Iron Head. You can even run Scarf. You can run Moonblast as a special set. You can run Specs, Moonblast, Doom Desire, and that's really, really strong. Like, even with like Psyshock as well. Like, it's just, as you can tell, guys, like, all my picks, every single one of them are very, very versatile. There's so many things you can do with them. You can have U-turn momentum. You can, it's just, you can even run sub, and you can even, you know what I mean. You can even run setup. You can run Calm Mind if you really want to. You can run physically defensive Calm Mind. You do have a lot of weaknesses, and I know it's not really a viable thing a lot of the time, just sticking on weakness policy on random Pokemon, but I feel weakness policy Jirachi could be a thing, guys. I mean, people didn't think weakness policy Togekiss would work, and if you pop onto Vertigo's channel, you know how well that went. I'm just saying. And then I thought, after Jirachi, my team was looking a bit knockoff weak. Like, Mew doesn't want to take a knockoff, neither does Dragonite, because its item's very important to it, and Jirachi's obviously still weak to Dark. So I managed to pick up Breloom. Breluminati is here. Basically, why I kind of had Breloom on my list, I knew it weren't a Pokemon that many people would be after. Like, I don't understand why, because it's a really strong Pokemon, but seriously, guys, Breluminati is here. Like, you can do so much with this thing. You can run the Focus Sash lead with Spore, and then you can even just get behind it. You don't even have to run the lead set. You can just run Sub Focus Punch. You can run Sub Spore, Focus Punch, and then Bullet Seed, and like, genuinely, guys, Breloom has absolutely huge attack. Like, base 130, and its abilities are all good. Like, Technician is nice, Poison Heal is also very nice. Probably won't use Poison Heal as much because I don't think it's like bulky enough to make use of the Poison Heal. Effect Spore, I do like a kind of gimmicky abilities because I find them funny to use and entertaining, so that could become in use. But most of the time, I do believe I would run Technician just for the Mach Punch. Mach Punch priority with Technician. Even Choice Banded Breloom is a viable option. And, you know, that was really strong. Like, that ended up being the last of the OU picks, and I was surprised that hadn't been picked out of, like, let's think, 24. That was a 48th OU Pokemon to be picked. Like, this was the 48th and last OU Pokemon that you could pick, and I don't understand why it hadn't been picked up. Like, some total trash had got picked before this, and, you know, I was really shocked. I was actually really happy. Like, I don't see why it's really good coverage. Grass and Fighting is amazing coverage, and I don't understand, you know. Next up, moving on to the UU picks, which I got the first choice of again. I got picked up myself a Black Chandelier. His name is Chandelier. His best item is Choice Scarf. His best ability is Flash Fire or Infiltrator, and Memento, guys. I've been planning this for so long. Memento lowers the target's attack and special attack by 2. That means I pretty much guaranteed to get a free switch into anything I want at any time if I bring in Chandelure. That is really powerful, guys. And even then, I don't even need to run. I don't even need to run like the Memento set. I can just run Specs Fire Blast. Specs Fire Blast coming off a base 145 Fire type Pokemon. Like I'm sure I did some. I remember playing Yu-Gi-Oh a while back, and I did 55% to a Blissey. Like that was a specially defensive Blissey as well. I did 55% to a Blissey. Like, let's just stick on this Quiet Nature real quick. It hits 427 special attack. Like, if you run a Scarf on that thing as well, dude, just you Gucci. You're very good. Memento, like I've already said, creates so much momentum. Its actual moveset's really good. Like, you have the Dark Pulse, you have the Energy Ball, you have obviously the Fire Blast. You can run a Hidden Power of your choice if you want to get past certain threats. Even Overheat's a good option at times. Shadow Ball's also nice. You've got the Wisp, you've got the Trick. And guys, one of my favourite moves, Clear Smog. Anyone trying to set up on me, Choice Scarf Chandelier coming right in, Clear Smog, get the fuck out. You know, no more setup for you, friend. Just people just like, oh, it's just such a. You can even go even Gimmicker and just run Will-O-Wisp Hex. You can even run Curse as just a HP sapper, but I don't think it's bulky enough to do that. If it was like, it's just look at this thing. You can even go Sunny Day. Like, you can even set up the sun. And look at the chandelier. Look at this chandelier. Moving on, guys. Memento. The reason I picked Memento Chandelier was so I could pick up the Puff of Doom Belly Drum Puff. Like, I'm just saying, Memento gives you a free switch into like Slurpuff, and then he's either gonna switch or try boost up, or even just try hit you for damage, and he's not gonna get much. You're gonna run Citrus Puff with Belly Drum, and you know, you get a Belly Drum off at the right time, it's game over. You've won 6-0. Like, weaken the opponents enough, and like, you don't even need to worry about recovery because you've got Drain Punch. You don't even need, like, real talk. And if you want to beat, like, say if I'm facing Scizor or a Ferrothorn team, I can even run Flamethrower, run enough EVs to definitely kill that. Play Rough kills most things, and Return's also nice. I remember one time I ran Thief, and then I realised why would I run Thief? I need the Unburden boost. But yeah, no. In fact, one time I remember running Thief on Slurpuff. As a dark thing so I could hit the goal, like I think it was Gengar in OU, and I ran Thief, and for some reason he was carrying Lychee Berry, so I even got +1 speed above the Burden. That was super funny. That's besides the point. But Memento Chandelier into Drumming Puff. I mean, do I need to say anything else? And other options, just think like you can even just go like Heal It or Aromatherapy, Calm Mind, Flamethrower, Gleam Set. That's also pretty nice. I've seen that used to some great effect a lot of the time, guys. But I feel like that's a really strong pick. And Adam the Bee's Knees had the audacity to say that my picks from Chandelier downwards were utter crap. He said 1 or 2 of them were okay, but mostly they were utter crap. And I'm gonna prove him wrong. I believe I faced him somewhere around, I think it's round 4. And that, like, I'm gonna be uploading all my battles, and I'm going to be uploading every single win, because they're not going to be battles, they're going to be destructions. I know Jack's been giving some real talk on his channel, saying like he expects his Verdant Turf Emporions to win and bring home the medal. No! You get the fuck out, Jack. Talk to you, right? Farfetchd FC has got this, don't you fucking forget it. That same goes for the Kansas City Kakunas, same goes for like whatever else. Anyone else who wants to fucking fuck with me, you're not getting anywhere. And I'm just gonna like pause the video while I get the rest of my draft picks up, and I'm gonna see you in a sec. We didn't want any spoilers, guys, did we? So basically, moving on, you might have noticed my OU picks, they had no Mega, and I bet you was thinking, dude, TheFarawayFarfetchd, where is your Mega Pokemon? Everyone's picking Megas from OU. What are you doing? Nah. I've got Bird Jesus. I have got the bird, the word, the man who's gonna make the GB, like not the GBA, the PPWC, the PokePals World Championship is gonna light it up. Pidgeot Mega. People are saying, why did you pick Pidgeot Mega Pidgeot? That's an ass Mega. I forgot that existed. One word only. What wants to take 100% accuracies? Hurricanes. Even if you resist it, confusion, like confusion bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. And also, the set I really want to run on this thing is the Hurricane, Refresh, Work Up, Roost. And that is complete and utter stall break. This is how you break stall. No one's killing Mega Pidgeot. Like, you're getting that really ridiculous special attack anyway. You've got a really nice speed tier at 121. You're outspeeding most of the important, relevant things. And, you know, Hurricane is a very powerful thing 100% of the time. 110 base power move, being boosted by Stab with no guard of base 100 very fast special attack. I'm not gonna lie, guys, that's fucking scary. Like, as well, guys, with like the rest of my team, I've got a lot of momentum things, so I can even run fucking U-turn if I really want to. But I don't know, I find that sometimes a bit suboptimal because I don't know, like Heat Wave's also a fucking great option. It's one of the only things it uses. And real talk, I'm not sure if he gets it, but if he got Glare, I was gonna suggest if he got, I can even spread Paralysis around and then Earth Slash for days. Like, if I really want to be that bullshit. And this has been like the second time the UU picks has been around. So I got my last two UU picks at the same time, which was Pidgeot Mega, and of course the Panda Monster, Pandemonium, Pangoro, with 3 fucking amazing abilities. It's got so many items. You can run Choice Scarf, you can run Choice Band, you can run Life Orb, you can run so much shit. And you know, let's have a look. Parting Shot, similar to Memento Chandelure, same idea, but you know, it's really like it doesn't kill your Pokemon, which is super nice. Like, it's nice enough with killing your Pokemon. And you've got the Drain Punch, you've got the Crunch, you've got the Earthquake, you've got the Fire Punch, you've got Foul Play, you've got Gunk Shot, you've got Hammer Arm, you've got Knock Off, you've got Iron Head, you've got Poison, you know, you've even got fucking Outrage, you've got Shadow Claw, you know, Rock Slide, Super Power, Swords Dance, Exeter Zen, Headbutt, Thunder Punch. Like, pick and choose. Like, you pick and choose with Pangoro. Who do you want to kill? How quickly do you want to kill them? The answer is normally with Pangoro, very fucking quickly. Moving on, I got the first RU pick as well of this draft. I picked up my nice Bug Dude Excelgor. Excelgor is a really interesting pick, I feel. Like, it's got so many cool moves it can use. It can do what I was trying to do with Electros in the ill-fated one that never quite got uploaded, and that was Acid Spray with Volt Switch. But instead of Acid Spray, you can Acid Spray and Bug Buzz, and you don't actually have to switch out. You can also create momentum with U-turn, and even fucking cheekier, you can run, like, you know, Final Gambit, and you can also use it as like a lead with Spikes. Spikes lead, knock off, be a bit of a nuisance, Baton Pass out of there. You know, you can even agility Baton Pass, which is really super nice. I never knew that about this thing. Gastro Acid is also kind of a legit option. Like, me first. Like, that'll be interesting. If I might actually play around with that. Venoshock. I'm not really gonna fuck around with Venoshock. But like, it's super nice. Like, Excelgor has always been a Pokemon I've liked. I've just never had I've never used really. And then obviously the draft moved back around, and as my last RU pick, because we went with the way of 4 OU, 4 UU, 2 RU, and 2 NU / PU / whatever you want to call it. And I picked myself up a nice trappy Magneton. And you know, you might recall in the first one I picked up Magnezone, and it put in some nice work. Same idea puts in with Magneton. It does the exact same as Magnezone, just ever so slightly weaker by, I think it's 15 base special attack, and it's a lot quicker. Like, albeit still not a super fast Scarf. I want to trap all the steel types. I want to get rid of Heatran, Hidden Power Ground. I want to get rid of Scizor, Hidden Power Fire. I want to get rid of Skarmory, Thunderbolt. You know, I can do whatever the fuck I like with this thing. It's great. Like, this thing is an underrated pick. I see a troubling steel type that's going to make havoc to my team. This goes on my team. I beat it. That's just the facts of life. I beat whatever I want to beat. Then, as my first NU pick, I picked up Eviolite Rhydon. Like, I really like this thing. It's just so hella bulky. Like, you want to run some special defense bulk. Like, you don't even need to run special defense bulk. You want to run base 130 attack is fucking great. Eviolite, you don't really need to boost defense because 1.5 times this 276 is a huge number. Like, you want to boost special defense a bit because he's still a bit weak on the special side, even with Eviolite. He's still pretty bulky. You get some really interesting moves, which I like. You've got the Earthquake, you get the Mega Horn, you even get Avalanche, which is really good coverage actually. But you don't even get Earthquake. Wait, never mind. You don't need Earthquake. You've got Drill Run as it is. You know, Power Up Punch is a solid option in my opinion if you want to beat Fairies. Poison Jab. I just think it's a really solid pick. It's also a nice offensive rocker, I find. It's something that can get up rocks, live a hit or two, also deal some absolutely huge damage, which is something I really like. I do like my offensive kind of picks. And, you know, I'm going to actually move on to my last Pokemon, which is one of the ones I'm really happy about, and I'm absolutely shocked that no one had picked it, because with the amount of the amount of options you have for something like this, I'm surprised I managed to pick up 2 of the similar thing. And I picked up Gramble. It's a defensive fairy type, but it can also be, it's the only defensive fairy type I feel that also packs a real fucking punch. Like, item, you're gonna run Intimidate most of the time. Quick Feet is also a pretty solid option. Rattled would be actually kind of nice, because I am actually kind of dark weak, I found, especially with my OU picks. I can bring this in, get the Rattled, get the speed boost, and then I can just come in for days and hit people with a base 120 attack. Like, you're not the quickest, but that doesn't matter, because I mean, most of the time I am going to run Intimidate because your defenses are kind of crappy without you know, Intimidate drop. You want to run a bit of Spadef, you want to run some HP, you want to run some attack. Items, you got so many choices. Most of the time you're going to be running lefties. You can run it as a cleric, which I like as well. Like, I completely forgot about this Pokemon for so long, but then he came out with Fairy typing, and since he came out with Fairy typing, I've absolutely adored Gramble. I look at the Heal Bell, look at the Flare Rough. You know, it's just really great. You can run Body Slam for Paralysis, Earthquake. You don't really want to run Close Combat due to the defense drop, and you're already kind of weak. But you know, it's just a really solid pick. I feel. I'm surprised no one picked it because it's one of the best NU picks that you can make, and no one picked it up, and I was so shocked. I was genuinely so shocked. I didn't understand why no one had picked it. Like, someone picked some really bootleg crap, and Gramble would have fitted perfectly on the team. I was just nearly certain that they were going to pick Gramble, and they just picked something else, which I'm not going to delve into because I'm not going to, like, you know, say names who's got bootleg teams. I'm just going to say your team's bootleg. Everyone's team is booted compared to mine. My team is absolutely fandabidozy. Farfetchd FC coach. I'm proud of my players. I've got the picks of Destiny, and just every one of my team it has so much good for it. Like, they all complement each other. Like, yeah, you could say that Gramble and Slurpuff are both physically offensive fairy types, but the fact of the matter is, I'm predominantly going to be using this defensively and Slurpuff offensively. So I don't really see a problem with that. And like, I don't need to bring both of them. Like, people are like saying like, why did you pick Slurpuff and Gramble? The fact of the matter, I don't need to bring both of them. I don't need to justify like shit like that, because I don't need to bring both of them at all. That's just how it is. But the PokePals World Championship, guys. I got the first pick in the draft. I got the best picks in the draft. I've got the best Pokemon out of everyone who I'm facing, and people are saying that they shouldn't really be that scared of me, apart from a few of my OU picks and Chandelure. But I'm gonna prove them wrong, because wow, I don't understand where they're coming from. I feel like I've talked like a lot about how good everything is, and I'm genuinely convinced that we might not win, which that's a genuine possibility because there are a lot of good battlers. But I definitely feel like I will come top 6. Definitely in the playoff positions, because there's 12 of us, and I believe either the top 4, 6, or 8 go through to the playoffs. And I'm just gonna say, I think it could be our year, or this PPWC. I think I've got it, guys. Looking at my team, I don't see any reason why I can't beat people, even the good battlers. Dank Frank has left, which gives me a lot more chance of winning, which I find absolutely superb. Like, no offense to Frank, I love Frank to bits and he's one of my favourite people, but he's just really fucking good. and he's been replaced by a really good friend of mine, Nick, who is he's starting up YouTube again. And slight announcement actually, we are planning a monthly Yu-Gi-Oh tournament with me, him, and a group of guys from a Facebook page called the Nerd Herd. I'll probably link them in the chat below. Go give them a like, they're a cracking page. And you know, I feel like that would be really fun. Like, spoiler alert, I think you can. I think the rules are something like you can bring 2 decks, and it's a best of, like, the first round is best of 1, then second round's best of 3, and so it's final. Because there's going to be 8 of us in there, and you can bring 2 decks. I'm definitely gonna bring some real gimmicky shit, because I've said before, I'm not a serious Yu-Gi-Oh player, and a lot of them are kinda, they're a lot better than me, a lot of them. But that's the thing that will be coming, like, to mine and Nick's channel. It's gonna go half and half. I'm gonna deal with bracket B. He's gonna deal with bracket A, I believe. That's gonna be really, really fun to do. I'm not sure when that's coming, because one of the guys who's in it is actually going away very shortly. My big man, Danny Grunny. Grunny's my fave. But basically, guys, that was basically just a PPWC hype video. This is my draft, and it was just a very slight announcement there at the end, just as I remembered, because I've been meaning to make a video about this for a long time. And check out PokePals later, I believe later. I'm going to see if my good friend Miendoge wants to announce a little cheeky something that we're planning. It's going to be a big hype video, and it's going to be a really, really huge thing. It's going to propel everyone, you know. It's going to be huge. Hopefully I can get that announced later. Just a cheeky sneak peek for you guys. And I'm just going to sign out here. Like, if you're hyped for seeing me destroy the PPWC, I feel that was a sick one. But if you're hyped for that, leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel, guys. It's important that you do that, because how else will you get to see me defeat Vertigo, the Australian cunt pimp, Adam, the bootleg bee's knees, Jack, Miendoge, Verdant Turf, Vaporeon, cunt dicks heads, and, you know, all the other teams that are also irrelevant. They're my only threats, really, guys. Them 3 are literally my only threats to the title. I've just realised that. Other than that, I am definitely in the top 4 battlers in this PPWC, and I'm definitely gonna try bring home the medal for the Farfetch'd FC. I'm the coach, and, you know, I'll be disappointed in myself if my players cannot, you know, bring home the glory. This is me signing out, guys, because I'm just too hyped. If I carry on being hyped, this will end up being an hour-long video, because I can just talk, guys. I'm so hyped for it. So I'm just gonna say goodbye right now before I waffle on too much and get bored of me. I know it's already been a half-an-hour video, but guys, see you later.